Welcome back to This Week. We caught up with Governor Bill Lee this week as he endorsed former President Trump, discussed IVF, and reacted to Wilson County Public Schools joining a growing list of Tennessee public schools opposed to his voucher scholarship plan.
Any parent across this state believes is that we need to invest in kids. What matters is kids and their future. The education scholarship, freedom scholarships are designed to create opportunity for children and to create the ability for parents to have the greatest influence in where their kids go to school and what they learn. The good news about all of this is that our public schools, our private schools, our homeschool networks, they are educating children, and we need to strengthen all of them. We need to invest, as we will be again this year, in this school and in every public school in the state. But we also need to remember that parents need to have more choices. When parents have more choices, children have more opportunities for success. They're not mutually exclusive. We can have the best public school systems in the country, and we can have more choices for parents, and that's what education freedom is about.
Governor Lee joined other Tennessee elected Republicans in endorsing Donald Trump for president. The governor said he could not endorse sooner.
Yeah, I'm the chairman of the Republican Governors Association, and when I was asked to become chairman, I committed to not endorsing in the presidential primary because there are a lot of, that, for obvious reasons, chairing a national organization like that. But it's become very clear who the Republican candidate is, and I wholeheartedly support him.
While Governor Lee says he supports IVF fertility treatment, Republican lawmakers blocked legislation to clarify Tennessee's abortion law in order to allow IVF.
I am supportive of IVF, and I've said that publicly and will continue to say that. And our law in Tennessee, our current law, makes it legal. It's legal to have IVF. It's legal to have contraception. I'm not advocating for a change to our law. I'm very supportive of life, and I'm supportive, as you know, of protecting the lives of unborn, but also supporting families and mothers and those who want to have children and creating an environment of life, and that includes IVF, so I'm supportive.
The governor also again deployed Tennessee National Guard troops to the Texas-Mexico border.
As you know, on Saturday, I was on hand for the deployment of 50 National Guardsmen from Tennessee, and there will be a second wave as well. The details of that are not confirmed timing-wise, but it's about a 60-day deployment. The federal government has failed to create a secure border, and Governor Abbott has determined that in the state of Texas, he will use the state resources to protect that border, and he's asked governors to join him. And I believe that the sex trafficking, the human trafficking, the human catastrophe that is occurring at our border has to be stopped. I think most Americans have come to believe and understand the human toll that has and why it has to be changed. The situation has to change. So we are in support of what Texas is doing and have sent troops to assist in that endeavor. Look, Tennesseans' lives are affected by what happens on that border. There are way too many Tennesseans that have died of fentanyl overdoses in the last year, in the last 2 years, as enormous amounts of fentanyl traffic across the border. And I have an obligation and responsibility to lean into that, and that's what we're doing.
Stay with us. This Week continues in a moment. I want to thank you for spending part of your weekend with us. That will do it for another edition of This Week. I do want to thank my guests, the members of the Tennessee Voices for a Safer Tennessee, for speaking with us. We appreciate that. We hope to see you back here next weekend for another edition of This Week. Between now and then, you have a great week and a safe week.